The entertainment world thrives on moments of surprise. But few could have predicted the shockwave that spread across Korea and beyond when Chae Soo-bin, usually reserved and careful with her words, openly described Yoo Yeon-seok as a special person during a rare interview. It was not just a passing remark. It was a revelation dropped in the middle of a quiet conversation at the Seoul Arts and Culture Studio in Mapo District, an intimate venue often used for film press sessions and actor retrospectives. With warm lighting, minimalist wooden decor, and only a handful of journalists present, the setting seemed almost too serene for the bombshell that was about to unfold. Chae Soo-bin entered the studio that afternoon dressed in a crisp white blouse tucked neatly into tailored trousers, her hair falling softly over her shoulders. She carried the calm aura of someone accustomed to the spotlight yet determined to keep parts of her world hidden. Her reputation has always been that of a professional, dedicated to her craft, cautious in her answers, and rarely one to stir gossip. View was expected to cover her recent drama projects and upcoming film schedule. But as conversations often do in the world of entertainment journalism, the direction shifted unexpectedly. When asked about actors she found inspiring or close to her heart, hesitated for a moment, her gaze lowering briefly before she lifted her eyes and smiled. "There is one person," she said softly. "Yoo Yeon-seok. He is a very special person to me." The room froze. The interviewer blinked, sure if they had heard correctly. A few journalists leaned forward, pens poised, almost afraid to breathe. And then, as if the words had truly sunk in, a hum of camera shutters filled the silence. This was not the kind of answer anyone had expected. In a culture where public figures carefully curate every statement, to call someone special carries a weight far beyond casual affection. In Korean, is not used lightly. It implies intimacy, emotional depth, and sometimes even hints at unspoken feelings. Why within minutes of the interview airing on the streaming platform Seoul Now Live, fans across the country had clipped the exact moment, replaying it in disbelief. On Twitter, hashtags began to trend almost instantly. Chae Soo-bin, special person. Yeon-bin moments. One fan wrote, "Did she really just say that? My heart can't take this." Another posted, "Special person? Are we finally getting a confession?" International fans joined in, flooding Instagram reels with edits of the moment, pairing her words with romantic ghosts. Within hours, the video snippet had been viewed over 2 million times on YouTube, with countless comments speculating what her words truly meant. Understand why this single phrase created such uproar. One must look at the history of these two beloved actors. Yoo Yeon-seok, known for his chameleon-like acting in roles ranging from the charismatic doctor in Hospital Playlist to the romantic lead in Mr. Sunshine, has long carried the image of a gentleman, approachable yet elusive when it comes to matters of the heart. Chae Soo-bin, younger yet equally respected, has built her career on vibrant, endearing performances in dramas like I Am Not a Robot and Where Stars Land. She is admired for her professionalism and the way she balances her youthful charm with depth of character. The two have not been publicly tied together in any confirmed projects that scream star couple, but their paths have crossed on multiple occasions. Have attended film festivals in Busan, appeared at fashion brand endorsements, and shared stages at award ceremonies. Their chemistry, even in fleeting interactions captured on camera, has often sparked quiet discussions among fans who enjoy piecing together moments others might miss. Still, till this interview, no one had dared to suggest that anything beyond professional respect could exist. So why now? Why here? At a studio interview rather than a red carpet premiere or formal press conference? The answer may lie in the rare candidness of the setting. Unlike the high-pressure atmosphere of broadcast TV, every sentence is dissected by editors. This session had the feel of a casual conversation. The host had asked about people who inspired her, not who she loved. And yet, in choosing to single out Yoo Yeon-seok and attach the phrase special person to his name, Chae Soo-bin unknowingly lit a fuse that continues to burn brightly across the entertainment landscape. Fans reacted in real time. Online community boards exploded with posts that ranged from ecstatic joy to cautious skepticism. On the coup, one user wrote, "He's too careful to say this unless she meant it." "I'm screaming," another countered. "Just respect. Don't jump to conclusions." DC inside threads dissected her body language, the tilt of her head, the slight blush on her cheeks, sparkle in her eyes as she said the words. Meanwhile, International fans on Reddit debated cultural nuances. In English, calling someone special might not mean much, user explained. But in Korean, it's a big deal. This could be huge. The mystery only deepened when fans began digging into their past encounters. Clips resurfaced of Yoo Yeon-seok gently adjusting Chae Soo-bin's microphone during a film festival Q&A. Or the way she once laughed a little too brightly at his joke during an awards ceremony backstage. These fragments, once forgotten, only looked like pieces of a puzzle. Edits spread like wildfire, pairing their moments with captions such as "the beginning of something," and "they've been giving us hints all along." What made the confession even more dramatic was the timing. Both actors are at the peak of their careers. Yoo Yeon-seok has been balancing film work with global promotional tours, while Chae Soo-bin has just wrapped a challenging drama and is preparing for a new movie role. Neither has shown signs of wanting to step back from the limelight, and in Korea, where public relationships can sometimes harm an actor's marketability, her words struck like lightning. Industry insiders whispered, was this a slip of the tongue, or a calculated risk? For now, the answer remains unclear. What is undeniable is the cultural weight of that one moment inside the Seoul Arts and Culture Studio. It was not simply Chae Soo-bin paying respect to a senior colleague. It was a statement wrapped in ambiguity, whispered with enough tenderness to send fans spiraling into endless speculation. And as night fell in Seoul, on river shimmering under city lights, the question lingered across forums, news outlets, and living rooms alike. Was this the beginning of a new KB's legend? The morning after the interview, Korean entertainment portals lit up with headlines that seemed to echo the collective gasp of the nation. Chae Soo-bin calls Yoo Yeon-seok special, fans in shock. Blared Sports Chosen Dispatch uploaded a frame-by-frame analysis of her expression, while Naver Entertainment aggregated fan comments that oscillated between disbelief and elation. The story refused to die down. Instead, it expanded, pulling out from Korean media to international platforms like Soompi and Okpop. Even the Straits Times in Singapore picked it up. How a simple phrase has sparked one of the most talked about celebrity discussions of the season. The frenzy intensified when fans demanded a response from Yoo Yeon-seok. For his polite but reserved nature, he had been attending a charity event at a hospital in Gangnam the day after the interview. Paparazzi surrounded him as he entered the venue, their cameras clicking furiously. "Do you have anything to say about Chae Soo-bin's comment?" shouted one reporter. Yoo Yeon-seok simply smiled, bowed slightly, and walked inside. That silence only added fuel to the fire. Within hours, Yoo Yeon-seok's reaction was trending alongside the original #storm. Industry experts quickly weighed in. A veteran PR manager told Jungang Daily, "When an actress as cautious as Chae Soo-bin chooses those words, it cannot be accidental." Agencies are usually very strict about avoiding romantic implications unless there's strategy behind it. A cultural critic added, "His special person in Korean holds layers of meaning. It could signify deep respect. But to fans hungry for romantic narratives, it easily translates as affection." Meanwhile, brand marketers were not blind to the chaos. A luxury cosmetics label that both actors had previously endorsed saw a spike in engagement after fans began sharing old photos of them modeling side by side. The company quickly posted a throwback campaign shot on Instagram, captioning it with a cryptic line, "Some connections are timeless." The post went viral overnight. A battle, however, was playing out in the hearts of fans. On one side were those convinced that Chae Soo-bin's confession was romantic, a hint at a relationship blooming behind the scenes, pointed to parallels with Hyun-bin and Son Ye-jin. Subtle remarks in past interviews had eventually given way to one of Korea's most beloved public love stories. The other side were skeptics who warned against reading too much into a single phrase. "She admires him, that's all." Fan argued on Nate, "Don't ruin their careers with baseless shipping." What made the debate so gripping was the cultural weight of celebrity privacy in Korea. Stars are expected to project flawless public images while hiding their personal lives. The boundary between professional and private often becomes blurred, especially when a star steps even slightly out of line. For Chae Soo-bin to let down her guard, even briefly, an act of vulnerability that fans clung to like treasure. Experts in linguistics added another layer to the discussion. They dissected her exact tone, noting the softness in her pronunciation of. One professor commented in a radio interview, "In Korean, intonation conveys more than words themselves." Gentle delivery implied warmth, It was not a cold, professional remark. This analysis further fueled speculation, pushing the narrative beyond fandom gossip into academic discussion. As the week wore on, the story only gained momentum. Clips of Yoo Yeon-seok speaking about the importance of sincerity in relationships from an older interview resurfaced, now framed as evidence of his compatibility with Chae Soo-bin's remark. Fans created montages of their past interactions, posting them with captions like, "Did we miss the signs all along?" Her agency issued a statement through a short press release. Chae Soo-bin's words during the interview were meant to express admiration and respect for senior actor Yoo Yeon-seok, who has always been supportive and inspiring in the industry. Ask fans not to misunderstand. While the statement attempted to cool speculation, it had the opposite effect. Fans debated whether the agency was covering up something deeper. They always deny until they can't. One international fan tweeted, referencing previous high-profile celebrity couples, "Through it all, Yoo Yeon-seok remained silent. His only public comments focused on his upcoming film promotions. His refusal to confirm or deny kept the mystery alive." And in the entertainment world, mystery is often the most powerful fuel of all. In truth, perhaps only Chae Soo-bin knows what she truly meant. But the aftermath has already become legend. A single phrase, uttered in a quiet studio in Mapo, has evolved into a cultural moment dissected by fans, media, and experts alike. It is a reminder of how fragile the line is between sincerity and speculation, between respect and romance. The weeks pass, the phrase continues to echo. On fan forums, new threads open daily. The same question in different words, was it just admiration? Nothing more, the answer may never come. But the story has already entered the folklore of KBs, standing alongside other iconic confessions and accidental reveals. Whether she intended it or not, Chae Soo-bin's simple declaration has changed the way fans see her, and the way they see Yoo Yeon-seok. It has sparked conversations about love, respect, culture, and the very nature of celebrity. And though the two actors continue with their busy schedules, stepping onto new sets, smiling at red carpets, and bowing politely to fans, there will always be that moment remembered, the moment when she called him special. In the end, perhaps that is what makes this story so enduring. It is not just about romance or speculation. It's about the power of words, the fragility of truth, and the way a single sentence can ripple through an entire culture. For fans, it is already unforgettable. For Chae Soo-bin and Yoo Yeon-seok, it may be the beginning of a narrative neither of them intended to write, yet one that has already captured the imagination of millions.